Hello, MonstersAbound, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2, Mortal Empires The Warden and the Paunch, and the fourth part of my Grom campaign. A campaign which I am subtitling Water Storage Solution Canines, because we're going to do a heist. That's right, we're going to do a heist. Well, I say a heist. We're going to conquer Ulthuan. We're going to steal Ulthuan, and then we're going to retire rich. So, first things first, we need to get the team back together. The team being all the Greenskin Legendary Lords. So we're going to head over and see Azhag and then kick the shit out of him. But first, I mean, I could have done that sneaky like, couldn't I? I could have been like undercover, you know, Azhag could have been walking down the street one day and there's suddenly there's Grom in dark glasses around the corner. But instead, what we're going to do is we're just going to rampage our way across the Empire and kick the shit out of everyone we can find. I mean, basically, I'm just wildly declaring war, everyone, and that's definitely not going to come back to kick me in the arse. So, let's end the turn. Last turn we hit work bad. Last episode we hit work bad. That was good. So we got some money. Scarstick is currently keeping the home fires alive. Not sure what he's setting on fire. I mean, it's a green skin, so it's probably everything. That's how he rolls. And we've got a Waaagh. I've cancelled the Waaagh off Scarsnick because the Waaagh units do cost upkeep, and so you do.
Conquest strike fear into the hearts of your enemies.
I know.
Lord.
Yeah.
The wisest amongst them will know.
Okay, thank you. Off you go. Okay, so we've got chapter objective complete. That's nice. And then we need to loot, occupy, or raise, sack 12 different settlements. Fine, we can do that. We can do that. Let's head up over here. And of course, we're desperately hoping we don't run into anyone nasty, because that would be bad. So we need to, for our Waaagh to be successful, we need to take out the enemy capital. So we need to capture it, occupy the capital once the Waaagh has ended, or raising it will... Oh, or raising it. See, I've been occupying it, so can we just burn it to the ground? And that's like, sure, good job, Waaagh complete. Because that seems like a quicker way of doing it. That way we can really get our Waaagh on then. On the other hand, that will, of course, disband this army of mostly goblins and 2 orcs who apparently maybe didn't know what they were... It's like one of those queues that you kind of just join the end of without realising quite what it's actually there for. Good. So, in 4 turns, we can upgrade to get Night Goblins for Fanatics. We definitely want to do that for old Scarstick. That's what we're waiting for. And currently, we are losing quite a lot of money per turn. But, I mean... And the Reichland is getting buffeted. It's got vampires nibbling at its heels. And we're also running around beating them up.
Stupid git. We greenies gonna smash ya.
They are also greenies. You want on defensive lines? Oh, I don't really know. No. I mean, I might not want to kill you, but I don't want to be... What's this? Get out the way! Okay, so obedience or war fervor. I'm the boss. Less leadership isn't a big deal because our goblins have like 91 leadership or something stupid like that. I mean, that's hello. Okay, we can't... Well, can we? Hang on.
No.
Taking on one of those is probably fine. Taking on all of them at the same time is probably a bad idea. So we'll just do some extra raid. I mean, we need the raiding income anyway. So that's fine. We're losing 2k a turn, but that's like, you know, we've got 10 turns before we ran out of money. That's fine. That's not a problem. No worries. That's fine. Looks like Vlad is... Does Vlad like us? He's not a huge fan. Trespasses. Oh, right, yeah. And raiding. Yes, I expect that probably would upset him a little bit. Never mind. At least he's not at war with us, he says. Famous last words. Give it time. Oh, hello. God, guys, everyone's getting in on this. Come on, attack me. Come on, attack me. Nope, you're running away. Apparently you've gone like, nope. No, oh, maybe you were fighting someone else. Were you fighting someone else? Was that what you were doing? Okay, we've got more physical resistance for our goblins, which means they now have 15% physical resistance, which is quite good. I don't really care about that. Shroom Gatherer, fine. However, if we're going to have a look at is it the Sneaky Stabbers? Yes. So, if we then upgrade to Sneaky Stabbers, so that means any goblin unit over rank 7, or rank 7 or above, will then have 30% physical resistance, which is on top of their 72 armor and 42 melee defense. And that's not counting like the bonuses they'll get from ranking up anyway. So we will have some motherfucking like super elite gobbos. I'm just going to resolve that. That's fine. I mean, obviously you want to sack it because money's and a Trickster's Helm. That's quite nice. That's a good one. Okay, we're going to meander a little bit away from the city because we don't want them jumping us and getting the reinforcements from the city as well. But if they do jump into the city, we will just because I want to sack it for the money, and then I want to burn it to the ground. So that's what we're going to be doing. I would. Oh, what do I want you to have? I was going to get the big lads, wasn't I? So more melee attack for our trolls. Because trolls do kind of struggle with their melee attack a little bit. They don't quite... They've got a lot of weapon strength and good AoE kind of attack, but their weapon strength generally means they're not going to hit things very much. So buffing that up. Big goods. Big bonus? Big goods? God, I'm starting to sound like a fucking greenskin. Fab. Let's go... Loose? No. More killy. Yes, weapon strength. That's what we're doing there. Weapon strength. And Gorkton Ramsey... who is he's so angry all of the time. It's amazing. I don't want for a Gork. Here we go. Here we go is good. AoE more. I mean, that's 40 melee attack, which means if we like buff all of our goblins with it,
Told you we'd win, boys.
they're gonna have they're gonna have at least 90 melee attack. That's a lot of melee attack. I mean, they don't have a lot of weapon strength, but I mean, jeez. That's fine. Let's get better arrowheads, because that's going to let us buff up our Night Goblins, Night Goblin Archers, Night Goblin Fanatics, and Night Goblin Archer Fanatics, which sounds good. Also gives more missile strength and ammunition for all of our units, which is a bit of a win. And we're replenishing quite nicely down there. 2 turns left on that, which would make sense, because it happens sequentially. Turns happen sequentially. They don't just surprise you, do they? I mean, if the previous turn there was 3 turns remaining, this turn there would be 2 turns remaining. I wouldn't be surprised if Talabheim confederated with the Reichland. I'm kind of expecting that to happen, to be honest, because we have been beating the shit out of them. And I think they might just go, you know what? Fine. Let Carl deal with it. Right, so we've got some upgrades for our Night Goblins. So what can they have? So they can have more leadership or spiky weapons. I'm going to be honest, I don't think we need the leadership.
It's just a stretched out stunty.
Is it? Okay, good to know. So I think we go spiky weapons. We've got a lot of scrap, so let's do that. And yes, that would be 1 turn. That yeah, good. Just double checking, and that does indeed make sense. Okay, let's come over here. Let's do that, and then let's raise it. So we've got Regiment Renown, the Swamp Things as well, the Death Creepers, the War. We got so much stuff, and the Spoiler. And our war is successful. Job done. So, okay, so you can either hold the settlement for 20 turns, or you can just raise it. And that does it. So, did that mean we got that? Does...
Meat, loots, and glory.
It says successful. Right, so basically we don't have... Because if the settlement is occupied, I don't think you get it until the turn is complete. So basically you have to hold the settlement. But I guess if you raise it, it's like, yeah, no, job done. Doesn't matter if someone else takes it, who cares? Good. Okay, fine. Let's get to big lads, because then we can get language of the boys, which is mostly thumping people in the face. And then we can get sneaky stabbers, although we probably don't need it just yet, because our goblins haven't leveled up that much.
The Goblin King never loses.
He doesn't, you know. Oh, Mary Berry, we can give a bag battering. All manner of things can be found inside a net of dead things, from horrid rotten morsels to still live enemy combatants stored for easy snacking, increased weapon strength, and also attacks called Horrible Smell affects reduced leadership. Now that sounds quite useful. So we'll definitely grab that one. And Slippery's always good, because that extra melee defense can really, like, if you're solo dueling an enemy lord, that can be incredibly useful. Nope, still one turn because we haven't. I don't know why I keep checking it. I don't know what I'm expecting for it to like sneakily have. Oh, upkeep reduction for all goblins and vanguard deployment for all goblins. Holy shit! Yes. On second thoughts, I don't know what we was thinking, boss. The goblins are definitely expendable. They make the best fodder. Oh, bless them. Bless them. But we've only got fodder. That's all we got. Okay, so we can basically now just continue on to find Azhag. And now we've got a Waaagh army, which means kicking the shit out of him should be... Was the Von Carsties not at war with the Reichland? That's... alright. Fair enough. Kind of expected more from him.
Gonna conquer the world.
Okay, Skarsnik's a builder. Good for him. And we have... It's now notified me that I have completed building, which means I didn't need to check every single turn. It was fine. Good. So let's... I don't really care who I'm trespassing on, basically. And we're just going to continue to raid our way across. We've still got 13 turns of Waaagh, so that's fine. And we've got loads of money, so that's all good. And we can build the Black Orc barracks. I don't think I need... I mean, I want to build the big walls at some point. But probably not right now. And I'm getting a lot of stick for not building the economy buildings. And that... Obviously, you have no idea how I work, because that's making me go, do I want to build it? I mean, maybe. You know, I thought it was 300 maximum. Actually, 400. I mean, it's still not going to make a massive dent in what we got. So, could get... A lot of people want me to get a rogue island and call it Mark, and I am all over that. So, let's get one of those as well. And, I mean, Doom Diver catapults are all very well and good, but... I don't need it. So, ooh, nastier squigs. Yes, more melee attack for our squig hoppers. 40 melee attack. That'll do it. That'll do it. And a few more turns that I... How many turns? 4 more... Right, I'm not going to check that for 4 turns. I'm not going to check it until it notifies me that the building is complete. And then I'm going to start recruiting a crap ton of Night Goblin fanatics. And then... And only then... We're going to get Skarsnik and we're going to launch a little attack on the Bretonnia, on the surrounding Bretonian kingdoms. Hello? A peace treaty? Nah. Nah. Not that invested, to be honest, mate.
It's just a stretched out stunty.
Okay.
That'll do, boys.
I mean, we could hit Kappelberg, couldn't we? Could do. May as well. It's in the way, isn't it? It's sitting right there. Looking all deliciously scrummy. Hang on. How much will it give us? Let's have a look. I mean, 7k. That's not bad, is it? Our warrior unit's a little bit beat up, but that's okay. That's fine. I'm not checking. I know it's 3 turns, and I'm not checking. I'm just seeing if there's anything else I want to build. I could maybe go for the wolf den. I don't really want the boar boys. I could get the money. Could get money? Tell you what, let's knock that down. Do I want this? It does give us more hero capacity for shamans, so I'm not going to. But what I am going to do is then build the economy building, because then that will... slow down how much money we're hemorrhaging. I'm not worried about the money. I feel like the Greenskins are very much a faction that just goes around kicking the shit out of people and stealing their stuff. Like, it's nice to have big hordes of, you know, big hordes of money, but do I? It's fine. We'll steal other people's money. Like these guys. Look, see? They got money. We'll take their money. They don't need it. I mean, they won't in a minute anyway, because they'll be dead.
Floated and unstoppable.
Okay, I didn't put him back in raiding stance, did I? I forgot. Okay, this I feel like this could be a little bit messier, so let's put our war on AI control, because I don't really give a flying toss what happens to them. They can just go and suicide themselves, and then we can come in and sweep up the remnants.
Remember it.
Ah, look at that! Our war's joining in as well. I mean, you know, it's trash units. Your war units get built up from wherever you can, or wherever your armies travel. So you might have seen Skarsnik get those trolls. I think that's because we obviously had a troll recruitment building in that city. And I think if you go near like volcanoes, you're more likely to pick up the magma spiders or lava spiders, whatever they're called. So that's quite an interesting way of doing it. I would have hoped I would have picked up a few more, like, because we were travelling through the Empire's forests, and I was hoping we'd try and maybe pick up some forest goblins, some forest goblin spider riders. That didn't happen. Who knows? Maybe there's particular areas? Not sure. I'm sure someone will map them out after the DLC is released. So whilst moving in, the war is AI controlled. The developers said that, you know, some people just don't like controlling huge armies, and I am one of those people. However, I'm also one of the people who is obsessive about micromanagement, and as such, I'll only put the AI army on like AI control, or the war on AI control, when I don't think it's going to dick me over. So in this case, I'm like, well, we can easily like steamroll this army. It's just that if I auto-resolve it, we're likely going to get our ass kicked. Or, well, not our ass kicked, but we'll take more damage, and then we just like charge in and murder them ourselves. That's just what the auto-resolve does. So I've just decided to put the war on AI control. It means I don't have to... I've also forgotten... maybe my entire army should be on AI control, because I forgot to move Mary Berry and got obviously, they were chatting about patisseries, pastries, or, you know, maybe nice sandwich fillings. You know, is it cheese? Or do you like coronation chicken? That's maybe the discussion they were having. Who knows? Anyway, so they're kind of like bringing up the rear. There are rear guards because I forgot to move them. Otherwise, everyone else is moving up. We've got Grom. We've got Paul's boys. There they are, having a lovely time with some mushrooms. Can I just... This guy on top is... It's just so good. Look at him. Oh, I love him. I love him so much. Oh, they're all so good. All so good. Okay, so the War Army's moving up, as is our army. You can tell the difference. We have the yellow outline, and the War has sort of the light blue one. And the Empire Army, I'm going to be honest, looking massively outnumbered and just waiting for death. They have attacked our ally. I don't really care. That's what they're there for. They're there to soak up damage so our army can...
Look out! Spellcaster!
Several spellcasters, in fact. And a little thingy of Xeris. I forgot the name again. You know what? It's doing okay damage. It's not Pit of Shades, but it's not doing too badly. I mean, the reason I don't like Vortex is because you can't control them. They wander off. And there's our Rogue Idol. Get them, lads. Body slam! Nice. Good old body slam. That worked. It's Graham getting stuck in on the other flank. We've got our goblins charging in, surrounding these swordsmen. They're having a bad time. Grom has engaged some flagellants and halberdiers, and Paul's boys coming in from behind. Exploding fools. And looks like the vast majority of the enemy army is now fleeing for their lives. The Wolf Riders hunting down anyone that's trying to escape across the fields. I think the reason I like this map is because it's kind of got this like slightly different... It feels like somewhere someone would be. Whereas a lot of the maps just, they're just in the middle of fucking nowhere. Oof. That's unfortunate.
Immortal Grom!
I definitely think Water Resolve would have dicked us over far more.
Smash it up,
Let's take the 9k. Thanks very much. And I shall be on my... Now, where is Azhag? Azhag's over here somewhere, isn't he? So, let's... Tell you what, let's go in this direction. Well, that is what I was... That's what I was... Hello? That looks like an Azhag big boss who is T-posing, obviously, for dominance, because that is pretty... Oh, Armour of Gork.
Grom the Paunch!
That's nice. So, that's more charge bonus as well. Holy shit, yes, you're having that. We still only have that. Talisman, we still only got that. And you've got the Terrifying Mask of E, which causes terror, which is generally fine. I like sacking settlements. Chance of stealing magic items, not bad. Post-battle loot. Income from raiding is quite nice. I mean, all of these are quite good. Snotling Scavengers increase sacking more. I'm not too bothered about stealing. I mean, stealing magic items is fine. But let's do something like that, because then more sacking income. Casualties captured after battle. Income. I like income from raiding as well. So that's all fine. Oh, we should rank you up, shouldn't we? What am I going to give you? Obviously, we're going to get Language of the Boys, I think. I think once I get a few... I mean, some of these bonuses are quite nice, but I do... I'll get Language of the Boys, and then I'll hold off any more of the army bonuses, because they're not going to have any effect, because only a few of our units would actually have the bonus apply to them. So there's no point doing that right now. Let's give you... That's quite a lot of hit points. It's like 300 hit points increase. That's quite nice. I mean, you've got... I mean... I don't... If you blow yourself up, it's not a big deal because you just heal up. So let's give you... Let's go Slimy Shanks. Delicious Slimy Shanks. That's nice. Right, we constructed a pile of shiny stuff. So let's do the same down here. And let's upgrade that one. Let's get a little bit more money. And it's just to offset how much income we're spending. Right, I think that might be Azhag. You know, I think that might be Azhag right there. So, well, there's Manfred. Should I kill Manfred? I mean, the answer is yes, kill Manfred, because Manfred is literally the worst. He is literally the worst.
Grom's too big to lose.
Are you in range? Can I attack you? I can attack you. Should I attack you? I mean, there's really... Yes, it's the answer to that. I should definitely attack you. The Nasty Skull got more weapon strength. Yes, let's grab that. Right, let's go and kill Manfred because... screw it, we'll declare war on them as well. Declare war on everyone. What have you... Oh, God, you've got so many... Why have you got so many Black Knights, you absolute bald-headed bastard? God...
Another day, another triumph.
We'll always kill Manfred when we can, because of course he's the reason for the old world just being destroyed and the Age of Sigmar. It's all his fault. Although having said that, I think Age of Sigmar has gradually matured into an interesting game system and interesting lore. I think they've been able to clear up a lot of it, but you know, shanking my beloved Warhammer world, it can never be entirely forgiven. And Manfred, it's all Manfred's fault because Manfred threw a paddy. Manfred threw a paddy and the entire world was destroyed because he's a prick. And as such, every single time we find him, we will absolutely murder him. So we've got some Black Knights trying to flank around us, so Grom's going to charge in and deal with those. That should be no problem for him. Also in come the Stone Trolls. Yep, just kicking Black Knights to death. More Black Knights. And the Paul's Boys, actually, pretty effective at dealing with Black Knights. We also did get to debuff them, so they've got 20% armour. Or 20 armor. The Moonhowers come in. The Moonhowers are not particularly good at dealing with this. Although the stat difference between them is actually fair. They're going to trade with the Black Knights, which is not what we want. They're really for hunting down sort of like lightly armoured missile units, ideally. But in comes Graham as well to help out, and Grom has already crushed his unit of Black Knights, and so we're just rolling up that flanking force on the left there. On the right, our Waaagh is... I forgot to put them on AI control, so I've just like selected all of the Waaagh and told them to go and fight, you know, go and play in the traffic and fight some Black Knights. Just keep them on my back, would you? Meanwhile, Grom has spotted some ghouls. And they're one of the few things in the undead army which actually has some meat on them. So in goes Grom. And out goes Grom. He's in and out, and then he sees some skeletons, so he goes and runs them over as well. Just like careers through them. Not actually doing a huge amount of damage. Some bats try to attack us, and unfortunately met my goblin archers. I mean, for them anyway. And now Grom is just murdering, well, everyone. He's got less armour, but that's fine. Our archers actually getting some work done, actually doing quite a lot of damage. We've got some knights hitting us on the right as well, but our elite goblins, 72 armour, 50 melee attack, going to fend that off pretty easily. And there goes the Waaagh as well. So we've got these knight goblins, that's 79 melee attack with the Waaagh, and 41 weapon strength, which is more than enough to deal with some... The skeletons are just getting their ass kicked. I mean, it's just no contest. Can skeletons be poisoned? Yes is the answer. How? That's not so clear. So skeleton spearmen gradually being worn down. We've dealt with the Black Knights on our left flank, so we're coming back. You can see the Moonhowers took a bit of damage there. So we're going to keep them out of combat for the rest of the battle. And we've got an enemy, Waaagh, who we are administering extreme acupuncture to. And also Manfred, because I was going to charge Manfred with Grom, and then I thought, you know what would be way funnier is if Manfred was shot to death by goblin arrows. So that's what we're doing. We're just going to fill him full of arrows, because that's basically the most ignominious death I can think of. Back in the ground where he belongs, and with Manfred's death, the rest of his army just dissipates, just crumbles. I do like killing Manfred. Apparently not dead? Oh no, someone else. Right, good. Okay, so now we got minus vampiric corruption. Oh, that's fine. Less attrition when dealing with vampires, which is okay, I guess. Sword of Might, it's not too bad. Little in camp there, and we'll heal up. Grom's going to be a very high level very, very quickly at this rate. He's getting a lot of shit done. You've got a lot of charge. I mean, I could go more charge bonus, but more weapon strength. I also need to do your quest, don't I? Keep forgetting about that. Let's do... Yeah, more weapon. What I'll do is I'll get Azhag on side, confederate him, and then I will use one of his settlements to heal up in, to then go and do the quest battle. Because I think doing the quest battle in the middle of the Empire territory is a bad idea when it might, you know, be quite... I've never done it before. I don't know what sort of units it's going to throw at. Some of the quest battles are dead easy, and some of them are absolutely fucking brutal, and there seems to be no rhyme or reason as to what it's going to be. Let's make you a horrid mess, Maryberry. And, oh, War Ball. Because then we get a new ingredient. Yes. How many ingredients do we have now? So, we've got the boar meat. So that's charge bonus for all orc and big and cavalry and chariot units. Okay, I mean, that's not that useful since we don't have any. Did we not get... Win a battle against any army containing flying creatures of luster... Oh, flying... You know, we just fought flying bats. You'd think that would... The big bats, you'd think that would, you know, have the desired effects. But apparently not. Never mind. Never mind. And I'm not going to check Massive Oracle because I know that building isn't done yet. I know it's not done, but I have a desire to go and check it anyway, and I'm not going to do it. That such willpower. That's right. But I really do want to check up on it. Aha! Ha! Azhag, not Azhag, but Azhag friend. So, can we go find Azhag and then beat the shit out of him? So on second thoughts, so we get upkeep reduction for all of our goblins and also vanguard deployment for all of our goblins, which is good. Right, that is not Azhag, is it? No. So with that in mind, let's... Oh, nope. God, where are you, Azhag? Where are you, Azhag? Come and show yourself. Show yourself. I want to be friends, as he says, patting like a baseball bat. Let's get the wolf breeders. Giant wolves aren't very good. Let's be honest here. They're just not very good.
Who needs killing?
Okay, so like goblins with fanatics. That's what we want. That's what we're doing. Yes, all the gobbos, all the fanatics. Yes, archers with fanatics as well, because when all of your like melee goblins have used fanatics, then you have archer fanatics to use as well. Double win. It's all good. You can't go wrong. Right. Okay. So we're just going to try and hunt down Azhag. So we found 2 of his armies. I can't imagine he's got many more. Oh, Grimgor's got a Waaagh. I wonder if Azhag's heading this way, wherever he is. I hope he's not dead. Oh, looks like Azhag's army just got their ass kicked. So, okay, that's not the worst thing. So Kazakarak, Grimgor's heading for that. Wolf breeding, so we got bonus. Oh, and a new ingredient. What do we get? 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 Which one was it? Is it this one? Frenzy for Goblin. Holy shit! Yes, yes. Oh yes, yes please. That sounds good. Let's do that. So you can give them Frenzy and Regeneration, and oh, there's Skaven down here as well because there's more time. So we'll come down and find more time, and we will. How much more raiding income do we need? Oh, we've also almost hit it just from raiding our way across the Empire. I didn't want to click that button. I wanted the research, but clicked the wrong one. I think I clicked the skip and then never mind. At least Skarsnik's just doing his own thing, so he's fine. Looks like Ostermark has Nagan. We could maybe take that. Have you just murdered the Scar? Have you just murdered? I think they might have murdered the Skaven. Hello, Cassian. What do you want? I'm not going to give you a peace treaty. You're my number 1 punching bag. You armoured tit. Gits or migration? All right. Okay, now Azhag's over here somewhere. However, I know there's an Ostermark army down here, and hello. So there's Mordheim. It looks like Azhag might be wounded.
It's just a stretched out stunty.
Azhag might be wounded. Okay, so maybe. We can't be sure, but maybe. So more fanatics. And then archer fanatics. Do we want that many? Because we also need some magical support here. I feel like giving Skarsnik a Night Goblin Shaman is true to law, so we'll do that. You're in. Then we can get a couple more archers. Something like that. Magic support. I mean, I could... That'll probably be fine. I think that'll probably be fine for the moment. So we can give you spiky weapons. That's good to know. We can upgrade you guys as well. We've got Morglum. Obviously, I'll rename him because that's a terrible name. And, ooh, Spider Workshop? Or Pointier Rocks? Or no complaint. Let's get no complaining. Shut up, the lot of you, or the boss will have you. Yes, that's what we want. Okay, and we're also going to go and declare war on Ostermark and also fight them as well, because, I mean, why not? Plus we've got, you know, our Waaagh to throw at them as well, so that should work. But that's going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.